Waste management has been a topic of interest for many years at the University of the Fraser Valley. Since the removal of individual waste bins in staff offices over 6 years ago, UFV has been making steady steps toward more sustainable waste management. This next step is a big one, and we hope that this short presentation will give you an idea of how things will look when classes commence in September. We conducted our first waste audit in October of 2015. We sifted through a day's worth of garbage from 2 buildings to see how well we as a school were doing. The results? Well, let's just say they could use some improvement. Only 20% of what went into the trash should actually have gone to the landfill. From this audit, we noticed that we should be accepting more than just mixed paper in our recycling. We changed contracts while increasing our bins and signage. We also improved our signage on compost bins around campus. 1 year later, we performed a second waste audit. This audit showed promising results. Our compliance increased to 25%, and recyclables found in the garbage were reduced by 25%. It turns out that our upgrade of recycling signage and options paid off, and that we should continue pushing for greater gains elsewhere. All was not rosy in this audit, however. Composting non-compliance rose from 47% to 51%. In large part due to Dana Hospitality's environment-forward approach with compostable containers. Our waste management structure hasn't caught up to the increased quantity of compostables on campus. Before we get to the plan, let's talk about why you should care. First, as a university, our goal is to groom students into responsible citizens by the time they leave. By creating an educational atmosphere in our corridors, students are better prepared to dispose of waste responsibly at home. We also expect that the change will streamline janitorial workflows, freeing up some hours for extra projects that may generate additional income. Finally, this initiative is a long time in coming. With responsible waste management being a topic within our communities for years already, it's time to get on board. If you don't believe us, here's a little tour of our Abbotsford campus. As you can see, there are a lot of lonely garbage cans lining our halls, sentries, if you will, standing guard against the forces of environmental progress. Their locations are less than optimal, and their signage limited at best. We want to change this. For our current needs, we propose a 4-bin system comprised of compost, mixed recycling, refundables, and landfill material. These waste stations would be conveniently located throughout corridors and common spaces, while individual waste bins would be removed from all applicable classrooms. This strategy is built on 3 pillars: infrastructure, logistics, and education. Infrastructure in this case refers to the actual locations of waste stations. These floor plan guides provide an example for waste station locations and follow specific criteria including line of sight, maximum distance separating each station, and proximity to common gathering spaces. By consolidating bins into specific locations, we make it easier for all users to make correct waste disposal choices and also streamline workflows of janitorial staff. We expect this new system will reduce the number of bins that janitorial staff have to deal with on a daily basis. With these hours freed up, there will be a shift of hours directed toward the handling of compost. Optimizing time spent will need to be a collaborative process, and we look forward to working with staff to ensure their input on all procedures. Although having bins in the right place is essential, people also need to know what goes where. That's where education comes in. Our strategy is twofold: passive education, which includes signage on all bins outlining exactly where each item generated on campus should go, and active education, which involves sustainable UFV members to spread the news at events such as our Staff Welcome Back Barbecue, New Student Orientation, and U-Join. This plan will be in place for the beginning of our academic year in September 2017. Because this marks a serious shift in the culture of sustainability on campus, we're asking you to help. What we need is for you to spread the word. Talk about it in your classes, your meetings, and any conversations you have. Second, we need you to participate. Take those extra 2 seconds to ensure you're using the waste bins the way they're supposed to be used. It only takes a moment to glance at the sign and figure out where your coffee cup or container should go. Finally, if you have meetings or events that you think we should attend, let us know. We'd be glad to come down and answer any questions you might have. We're excited about taking this next step toward a culture of sustainability on campus. Thanks for joining the movement.